I'm Alexander, and, well, consider this for a second. You could build the most groundbreaking, totally bug-free software in the world, and there is still, like, a 90% chance your ideal customer will never even know it exists.
Right, you build it, and then it's just absolute silence. It is a total nightmare.
Exactly. So today's deep dive is all about why that happens, and more importantly, how to fix it by looking closely at SaaS SEO agencies.
Yeah, because most people assume SEO is just SEO, just slap some keywords on a landing page and wait for the traffic.
Right. But our mission today is to uncover why SaaS SEO is actually a completely different beast, what a specialized agency actually does behind the scenes, and how to measure if your investment is actually paying off. Okay, let's unpack this.
So when you're dealing with software as a service, that traditional transactional approach to SEO it completely falls apart.
Because the user intent is totally different, right? I was thinking about this, and if regular SEO is like putting up a flashy billboard, SaaS SEO is much more like being a trusted guide on a really long hiking trail.
Oh, that is a great way to put it, because software inherently has this much longer sales cycle. A user isn't just making like a $10 impulse purchase.
Right. They're deciding whether to migrate their entire team to a whole new digital ecosystem.
Exactly. So you have to optimize for an ongoing customer journey. You have to reverse engineer their specific headaches at every single stage of awareness to build that trust.
And I imagine part of that trust is just purely technical, too. Like if someone is evaluating your software, but your own marketing site takes 5 seconds to load.
Oh, or if it looks terrible on a phone, the trust is instantly broken. But maintaining that site speed, keeping up mobile friendliness, it's a massive drain on bandwidth.
Well, yeah, a software dev team shouldn't be wasting time writing blog posts or compressing images. They really need to be coding. Which seems like the exact reason why outsourcing this to an agency becomes a necessity.
I mean, that bandwidth drain is the tipping point for most businesses. Partnering with a specialized agency lets your team actually focus on core business functions.
Okay, this sounds great, but why can't a business just do this in-house to save money? Like, what is the real advantage of outsourcing?
Well, they execute 5 really essential strategies that take a lot of time. First, they target long-tail keywords based on user intent. Because in SaaS, users rarely search, say, buy payroll software.
Right. They search for something super specific.
Exactly, like how to automate payroll for 50 employees. A good agency specifically targets those problem-solving queries. Then they guarantee a user-friendly site structure and create high-quality content around those specific problems.
Okay, that makes sense. And they are using data for this, right?
Oh, heavily. They monitor data using tools like Google Analytics, SEMrush, Ahrefs, and Moz. They spy on what competitors rank for and then leverage backlinks for authority.
Wait, backlinks. So getting reputable tech sites to link back to you.
Precisely. It builds a web of authority that validates your software to search engines and users. But obviously, knowing what they do leads to the next logical question.
Yeah, how to pick the right agency. Because looking at the source, outsourcing runs anywhere from $500 to $5,000 a month. That is a real financial state. So how do you ensure you're picking a winner and not just burning cash?
You have to look for proven SaaS industry expertise. That means demanding strong case studies and making sure they have transparent communication.
And once you hire them, I assume you need to look past basic vanity metrics to make sure it's working.
You absolutely have to look past vanity metrics. Success really hinges on hard key performance indicators, or KPIs.
And in the SaaS world, I imagine that means focusing heavily on organic traffic and bounce rates.
Right, to see if people are actually engaging with the content. You also track conversion rates. But the absolute holy grail metric for SaaS is customer lifetime value, or CLV.
Because it's not just about getting a quick sign-up.
Right. It's about bringing in highly qualified leads who stay subscribed for years. I mean, a $5,000 monthly fee is actually a bargain if the users they bring in have a CLV of $10,000 each.
That puts it into perspective. But you have to wait for it, right? Doesn't the source say you have to manage expectations here?
Yeah, because this compounding effect typically takes 3 to 6 months to really become noticeable.
Okay, so to wrap this up, SaaS SEO is fundamentally about building long-term trust, guiding users through hyper-specific pain points, and constantly adapting to how users search for solutions.
It is a continuous loop of providing value, and ideally it's updated every few months to stay sharp.
Awesome. Well, before we go, we want to leave you with an interesting question to consider based on all of this.
Yeah, so if SaaS SEO relies on patiently addressing user pain points over a long, complex decision cycle, how could you apply this same hyper-targeted trust-building approach to a totally different non-software project you're working on right now?